Well, in Ukraine, we're witnessing the generosity and the heroism of volunteers.
We are actually on a ferry taking us from Romania into Ukraine. And as you can see on my right, these are the vans that we filled up with supplies.
Ben Sterciuc is a geriatric nurse from Seattle. He happens to run a nonprofit, Vital Solutions. His group is now in Romania, helping tens of thousands cross into the country. And Ben joins us right now. Thank you so much for sharing part of your story. For those watching at home, we have a map, actually, of Ukraine and Romania to kind of show people exactly where you are. So what city are you in?
I'm based out of Suceava, which is 45 kilometers from the border crossing of Siret.
Okay, and you actually are from Romania, though you've lived in Seattle for about 30 years. You actually were a refugee as well at one point in your life. Can you tell us how much that has equipped you for this particular work you're doing now?
Absolutely. I was born 10 kilometers from the Ukrainian border. And in 1989, I escaped communist Romania, and I was a refugee in Hungary, and then ultimately in Vienna, Austria. Was in the refugee camp for a year and a half, and then I was granted a visa to come to the United States. And of course, that whole experience, I think uniquely prepared me to be able to basically know what it feels like to be a refugee. And considering like all of the different elements that kind of came together in this moment, I had no doubts that I have to be here, I have to help, and I'm equipped to help because I know what it feels like to be a refugee myself.
What exactly would you want all of us to know about what it feels like to be a refugee right now, for your own story and for the Ukrainian people?
That a refugee is a human being who does not want to leave their home. A refugee is someone who is forced by the circumstances, whether it's a abusive regime or a war or some sort of extreme circumstances that are causing the refugee, the person, the man, the woman, the children to actually flee what they know to be their home, to be their family, to be their country. And so every refugee's first choice is to stay in their home, to speak their language, to be with their family, to be with their people. But because of the circumstances, because of all these different causes, whether it's war, like in this case, the war in Ukraine is forcing over 3 million people to flee the war, to flee the circumstances and find themselves crossing the border with a backpack on their back, with a suitcase dragging, and maybe with just children, and into an unknown destination. And we ask people to just consider that we are human beings. And even though I've been in the United States for over 30 years, I still have being a refugee impacted my life, and I have those feelings and that understanding of what it means to walk through places and not be seen, being homeless and on the streets in Budapest or in Vienna and not be noticed. So we ask my fellow Americans, see them, see us, be with us, pray for us, and consider me and every other refugee that's coming through just another fellow human being.
That's beautifully said. What kind of help are you and Vital Solutions offering to these folks?
We provide help in three main categories. We provide medical care to people that are in need of kind of immediate, urgent first aid assistance. We provide mental health counseling and spiritual support. And then we provide logistical help. People are walking through the border or coming by cars, and then they simply need a place to land. So we have buses, vans, we have tents, we have set up a system where we can triage them, we can receive them. And then from there, based on their final destination, we set them on a system where they can be transported to a nearby shelter. And in the shelter, we have translators, we have support for their various needs, and then we work through the logistics so that they can be sent by bus or plane or train to their final destinations, whether it's Western Europe or America. For those that, what I call the optimists, those are Ukrainian refugees who are transiting into Romania to basically wait out the war, They don't have plans to go any further. They are hoping and praying that the war will end soon and they'll be able to return to their country. So for those people, we're actually trying to find long-term housing. We try to get their kids into kindergarten and schools.
There's such a long list of things that you're doing and so many needs. Ben Sterciuc, thank you for sharing your personal story and for being with us this morning. Vital Solutions.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to click on the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.